So let's go ahead and get into that first topic. And we're going to go ahead and start with tested into millions. All right. So according to NFL Network, this has been one of the best tested NFL draft classes in recent years. The quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, linebackers, defensive backs, defensive linemen, and tight ends have posted some incredible numbers. So who do you think tested themselves into the first round? Which players may have originally been projected as second or third round picks, but boosted their stock in round one because of their combine performance?
Yeah, so I mean, I like the kid out of Mizzou. I hadn't really heard too much about the Torian Pride kid coming out of Missouri. I he flashed running at 4.3 at the defensive back position. So I mean, I think if the film shakes up, I think that he's surefire. Probably ran himself into somewhere in the late first round. Um, I know when you get up into those sub 440s, you start to see guys really start to pop when it comes to the draft board. So I think he's one of the guys that may have ran themselves into some cash. And another one is the Brennan Thompson kid out of Mississippi State. I think he also ran a blazing 40 at a 4.23. So a 4.26. I'm sorry. So I think he might have ran himself into some money. I'm not sure if he'll be such a surefire first rounder, being that he's coming out of the running back pool. So he more than likely will probably be a second rounder. I hadn't really heard too much about his name. So and I also don't know how good the running back class is, but he's definitely coming out with some guys. I know the kid at Ohio State performed out of his mind. So it's definitely some guys that definitely just popped. And I don't want to really just disassemble it too much because there was some more linebackers at Ohio State, some different guys. But I think the one that really stood out to me was the Torian Pride kid running that 4.32, really at the defensive back position, just because we know that speed is really what they tend to look for, especially at defensive back, being that they have to cover all these fast wide receivers now, right? So you kind of want a DB that has that ability to get a good 10-yard split or see that they have ability to separate within those 10 yards. To see that the number put down, I think he might have ran himself into some cash.
Yeah. Mine is Mike Washington. I was the running back from Arkansas. Man had the fastest combine run at the running back position, running a 4.33, and the boy 6 foot and he's 223 pounds. So I think he could possibly sneak into the first round. As that third, it basically depends on need if at that position. I mean, we know where Love is going, and I think his backup might be going possibly in the first round too at some point. I don't know. It's a possibility. Um, my Sonny Styles, the linebacker, he basically rose his stock as well. My man ran a 4.46, and he had a 43.5 inch vertical. So I was watching some tape on him. They basically compare him to Fred Warner. So so he could possibly go in the top five. So he rose his stock as well. Amar Cooper Jr., the wide receiver from Indiana, he's being compared to Debo Samuel. He ran a 4.42 and he had 37-inch vertical. So it's go. I've seen some athletic combine tape that I watched. Also, I know I know a lot of people they be kind of like knocking the white DBs and everything like that. I'm starting to think that the white DBs might be a trend moving forward with with what is it Riley Moss out of Denver and the guy from Philly. Uh, Both of them, but Dylan Steineman, the safety out of Oregon. The boy, the from what I saw, they said he basically tested off the charts pretty much. Uh, the boy is 6 foot, 200 pounds, ran a 4.35, and he had a 41-inch vertical, and he had a 10 foot 5 inch broad jump. So yeah, I think that I, he could possibly sneak into the first round. I know some people are talking about he could possibly go to Philly. But yeah, I like pretty much what I saw from the main names and stuff like that. Obviously, you got the Kenyon Sadiq. Some people got him potentially getting drafted to the Chiefs. Some people said it early on, but uh, uh, he probably he'll probably be gone within the top 15 for sure. The boy ran the fastest tight end 40 between him and Vernon Davis. So he ran a 4.39. Some people say Vernon. I think they said Vernon Davis ran a 4.40, but I've seen some people say Vernon Davis ran a 4.38. So, but that Kenyon Sadiq dude, they said he's nice too, and he compared to Trey McBride. So I don't know, man. I'm it's some athletic kids in this draft, man. Young men, and um I can't wait to see them make some highlights for sure moving forward.
I think honestly, I hit the guys that pretty much really like stood out because looking at the list and also seeing from what I seen on social media as well too, like the Mike Washingtons. I saw like Caden Proctor, Zachariah Branch as well too, that wide receiver from Georgia. Like they were really having some good numbers. Of course, some of their like physical height with like being 5'9", 177. Some people have questions but you're always gonna pop out with those 40-yard dashes and everything like that, and someone that could potentially become available later on. But honestly, when looking at it, that was pretty much a guy. Honestly, like at number one is the Mike Washington Jr. though, like the running back from Arkansas. Like dude being that big and being able to run and have the fastest 40 as a running back as well too, getting up into those numbers, like especially what we seen how the running back position was played last year and really needing that type of play coming into next season because it's looking like it's going to be a shift in the game with a little bit how these defenses are playing these offenses as well. That's why you've seen a guy like Kenneth Walker actually come out as a Pro Bowl MVP from the last Super Bowl. Now, I mean, keep in mind, quarterbacks was just the greatest. And not saying that they're bad. Drake May is definitely will be able to, of course, push up as he grow in the game and going in the second year to the Super Bowl. We know it'll be a lot better. But you have Sam Darnold, who's been in the league for a while, who was a fallen guy. He just had to carry him on. So Mike Washington, looking at what we saw last year, what we saw last year with Kenny Walker winning of course, the Super Bowl MVP and going into this next season. He's a free agent as well too, who's going to be open, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on. You will never know. You'll never know where that actually places him because we all know the Jeremiah Loves of the world. He's going in the top. He's going to be the one who's going top 10, and that's for sure. And everything after that is just going to fall in line. So with him doing that, he may have pushed himself past a guy who was potentially considered the second or third. Now, okay. He got those numbers. He come into our system. He can be able to play at a high level. I saw DN actually push up as well too, but he only had 8.5 sacks last season. We don't need to be looking at nothing like that. I'm not gonna lie. We can't play with that. Like that's good, great numbers. We can't play with that though. All right, honestly, if we're trying to shift the game, especially with how our defense is looking, not signing back Brian Cook as well too. Like we're looking at DBs as well. Like who can come in? They're talking about Trent McDuffie might be gone. We don't know. We don't know. So really, we're looking at a lot of these guys coming in, but it was great that this was a great testing, NFL combine, but it doesn't. It's great here because DK Metcalf actually made himself become, push himself up within the first round, right? Everybody don't fall in line though, like they should. It's not like he's honestly above average, like they really already expected. Just being real. So, I mean, it's always good to see that. We see how to go. In my bad, DK. I don't think DK was first round. He just pushed himself up higher second round, I think.
Just say it's gonna be more Clyde Edwards-Helaire's and Mecole Hardman's than it is.
Mm-hmm. Come on, man. Why we gotta talk my boy?
Fred Warner's and
my boy Mecole ain't gotta take no shade, man.
I'm just saying. We just saying that's what it's gonna be. We just being honest. That's what the draft is.
I mean, Mecole wasn't a bust anyway. I mean, he wasn't. We know that. Okay. He was drafted just to fill in for Tyreek Hill at that skill spot. That's all.
Okay.
I mean,
We
he's
should have
three-time
got
Super Bowl champion, man. We're not gonna say too much about it. I mean, it's not.
three-time Super Bowl champ, man.
So, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah,
But I do
yeah.
like Sonny Styles though for sure. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was watching the tape on him, and if he's sitting there at 9, I'm not
Who?
even a defensive type of player. Sonny Styles.
Yeah, I heard. So yeah, that was a guy
If
I
he,
was looking at.
I don't even like teams going defense. I've been saying offense all off season and before the season ended. I've been saying offense, but if Sonny Styles is sitting there at 9,
You might have to do
go
it.
ahead, pull it. Go ahead, and put the card in there, man. Go ahead and do it. Cause I watch, yeah, cause that's a former safety playing linebacker too. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he gonna be a problem. Whoever gets him for sure.
Oh yeah, I think he's gonna be a beast. I think he's gonna be one of those that come out like where it's like, ooh, you wish you probably got him. Probably. So we'll see how it goes. But I heard that was somebody that that was like kind of on the radar that Beach was looking at as well too, and like Arville Reese or something, and Arville Reese as well too. So we'll see. Both Ohio State guys.
Reese
Yeah,
going top 3.
yeah, he going early, but
Yeah.
But you can be a part of those conversations when you in 9 now. So it's like,
yeah, that is true.
You might get you a generational talent up here.
Exactly.
You got to just start.
You'll never know.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it comes to it in the draft now in general, especially being in the top 10, seeing how it is. Like, you got to bring in an All-American guy. You got to bring in somebody who is, of course, ready to go, who's going to come in and really kind of provide, implement what they can as of now. When you're in those top positions right there. So we'll see how it goes. And then what Diamond say, in my opinion, pass with 1 down before Styles. Yeah, I think safety wise, if he's there, I ain't gonna lie. If he's there, we need a safety though. So it depends on what we're doing in free agency.
Yeah,
I mean, Jeremiah Love, of course, is gonna be gone. I mean, I know, Dre, you want the Cardinal Tates and somebody who can, of course, help Patrick Mahomes right now. But Trent McDuffie might be gone, y'all, for real. Like, we don't know. Like, secondary might be a little bit depleted. And I know he's not playing corner, but just in general.
Yeah,
Brian Cook, but they talking about he's supposed to be getting a decent contract. He's in that market.
That's the market. That's the market. So I mean, but with Styles, he can be that hybrid though. He can be that hybrid. So I don't know, man. I like Downs, but at the same time, from what I just saw with Styles, I was watching that. I was watching some highlights. I'm like, God damn, boy, that boy. And he's not afraid of contact either, man. So that's, I don't know. He gonna be a problem.
As a linebacker, you better not be even afraid of contact, bro.
Shit, there's so many out here that is scared of that shit, man. That's why they.
You can't. I don't care what so many supposed to be out here, but playing the linebacker position, you better not be scared of contact. Yeah. I mean, if you're playing hybrid. If you're playing
I don't know, y'all. I just feel like
what
at that position at 9, he gotta have an innate ability to like do something crazy. Like when that you get a pass rusher, you know that they got the chance to coming off the edge and getting the strip sack. Like they got the chance to give you the ball back. Playing that linebacker position, it's like, what we hoping for 50 tackles and or 100 tackles? Like what are we? Really,
he gonna do that? Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like how many interceptions are we really expecting him to come out here and match up with? Who is the best?
We need that speed though.
Right
that's
now.
The thing.
But do you get what I'm saying? Like we know what safeties is coming down and guarding tight end. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we kind of need somebody to shift in balance of power. You need a Max Crosby. You need a Khalil Mack in a prom. You need somebody that's like, oh shit, we can't do nothing. He just wrecking the game. Like it's over. Like
but I don't see nobody coming off the edge like that would have that type of impact though in this draft.
I mean, the way Bailey tested, I think he might have tested himself out of the Chiefs area. I mean, out of where they picking to. So, but I think that was a guy like you need somebody just like with that quick, twitchy speed, almost to like DT. But there's nobody coming out in the draft like that. But it's just like you need a Joey, but like you got to find that one, bro. It's like, all right, go get us the ball. We need it right here. Get a 3 and out. So like,
yeah, everybody keeps saying Ruben Bain, man, but I don't know, man. They keep talking about the short arms and everything like that, man. So I don't know, but we
They
didn't
having
see man.
scenarios where a
We
lot of
did
these
we didn't
guys are
see
known for us.
we didn't see
yeah, they
guys
really
with
are.
short
Yeah.
arms dominate. Like I mean, look at Aaron Donald. So it's all about the work ethic. So
Yeah,
I don't know,
good linebackers
Ruben.
are hard to find though. That's very
Yeah,
true.
and that's
Like,
what Beach was talking about as well. And when he had that presser last week, and he was like, some players is hard to find in free agents. So it's like if we can get them right here in this draft, and they right there, then go ahead and get them.
And it's really, honestly, y'all, it's really gonna dictate what we start doing next week when we start
yeah,
making certain moves. When we start seeing the rest of the guys is going to be off the roster, we see what roster spots we have to fill and what makes sense. I think once we really see like what areas we attack, what highlight players can actually come in and be able.
Y'all boy still ain't even tired yet. He ain't made an announcement yet. What are you
who
doing?
who trash?
87.
It's not
I'm telling
Wednesday
you.
yet though. I'm not
I
gonna
told
lie.
you.
It's not
The
Wednesday yet.
longer he waits, the more we know you faking, bro. That's it. That's all I'm trying to tell you, bro. That's it.
But
That's
that's
how we
not
know
even the
you
topic.
faking.
Anything I want to say about this before we move on to the
All right,
next?
that's it, bro. I'm just
Where
saying,
y'all even
because
go,
Jay trying to get me hyped up, bro. He's
Hey man, look, I'm just
bullshit.
saying, man. What are you doing?
He's
I mean, we
BSing, bro. I'm telling you, he would have said it already. What is taking you so long, bro? Just tell us.
bro, because he coming back. That's
All
what
right,
it is.
yeah.